Good morning. Good morning.
Grand Rising, how are you doing today?
I am amazing. It's
Oh
been
my,
a full day of what you're going to be teaching, clarity.
yes. It has been
I
a clear morning, honey.
yes, I am so excited that you are going to be teaching this. I think it's just a much needed message for just our 9 to 5 workers, our stay-at-home moms, our people with disabilities,
Yes.
entrepreneurs. It's just going to be so. If they have never, I've heard you teach before, so I know the power that you have, like the manifestation that you give, the energy that you give, and I am like so pumped, like pumped. Oh my
Yes,
god!
I'm excited too.
So
I am so excited because like right now with Mercury being in Gemini, we're in Gemini season. It's all about I think and I'm gonna be and I feel and I want to know. And I'm like, okay, if you want to do all that, come on, let's get some transformation going. But you have to be clear. That's the big thing, and getting clarity is so much fun, going through transformation. But getting that clarity, oh my God, you have to like become so transparent. And by it being summertime and you can go out and get into nature and get into yourself, it's like that's when the transparency starts to set in, and then things start to be apparent to you, and you like, oh my God, like I really feel like that about these people, or I really feel like that about that situation. Yes, ma'am. Yes, you do feel like that about, but embrace it, accept it, know that it's part of you, and then clear it up
yes,
within yourself and say, you know what, I'm gonna change that energy when it comes to that situation. Next thing you know, the situation arises again. You don't waver, you don't change, you don't go into anger, you're not upset, and you're like, okay, I done mastered that, I can master something else. And that's how the clarity starts. And honey, this
yes,
morning, let me tell you, Miss Makeup Ma'am, me trying to master this lipstick, you see it,
yes. You
I
look
got clear this morning
amazing.
on how to get that together. So I'm loving it. I'm so loving it today. Yes, it's such a beautiful day for this. I'm telling you.
Yes, I just want to thank you so much for just, I know you have a busy schedule, so I just want to thank you for just saying yes to the opportunity. Could you tell, I'm going to drop this in my group and on my website so
Okay.
people will have access. They know who you are. Many know who I am. You are influencing your own nature. But for my people, could you tell us a little bit of who you are? How did you become a energy coach?
Okay. I
Like,
am.
are your mom? Are your mom? Are your wife? Like, start like, who are you? Who's Tamar?
Okay. Who is Tamara Powell? Oh my God. I am a mental energy coach, and it really started with being put or feel like that I was a prisoner inside myself when I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia. You talking about your body breaking down and you're feeling like you're nothing. You're feeling like you can't achieve, you can't do. I mean, at this point when I was diagnosed, I was already a mom. I was very active. I was an ex-gymnast. I was in the mortgage game deep doing underwriting. And all of a sudden when everything hit, everything shut down. And then like the
Mm-hmm.
market crashed, and it just seems like my whole world crashed at one time. But when I went to get treatment to get better, I started understanding that a lot of that had to do with how I felt about myself. A lot of that had to do with how I wanted to proceed to the next step. Do
That's
you
right.
just acknowledge that they're going to give you all of this medicine and you just deal with it and all these side effects? Or are you going to try to find a cure for yourself? Are you going to
That's
try
right.
to understand why you are hurting, where you're hurting, and the cause of that hurt? So on my journey through that, it was awakened in me the idea of no matter what I do, eat, say, feel, listen to, how they tell you, put things in your area that makes you feel good and that's going to
Mm-hmm.
be better. Not until I started to think better. Not until I started to feel like I am worthy of being healthy. I am worthy of not having to deal with this pain every day. That is when I got into understanding that the thoughts, the energy of your thoughts, how much energy you put towards your thoughts daily on a routine. It started, yes, it started to break up that monotony of it. And I mean, it took me some time. This is not nothing overnight, you know, it took some time, but within time, I've gotten so much better. Within time, I've went ahead and got that psychology degree. Within time, I've spent time trying to understand temporal energy changes as far as like how Buddhism works, or the idea of, you know, walking the way, walking the path through meditation, accepting your thoughts, just different areas that I have, different areas that I have researched within understanding how people center themselves, because that's a whole lot about it, is you centering yourself. And then it's the acceptance part. So once I started going through the acceptance part, that's when I said, oh my God, we all need this. We all need to try to understand that we are who we are. Okay. Our purpose is what it is. But there has been this path between knowing who you are and getting to your purpose, where all of the mix up comes in, all of the what our parents have taught us, what we learned in school, what habits we picked up, people that have hurt us, so we create these mental laws like, you know, us women, or man ain't nothing, or men will say women ain't nothing, you know, and speaking this, and you keep living this, and then it sends you to this certain place, and you're like, oh my God, this is not the life that I wanted to live. You know, how did I get here? And
that's right.
I took everything that I've learned, know, and experienced, mostly being a mom, being a fibromyalgia survivor, son committing suicide, and having to be, you know, strong person for that and deal with that, and clear in my head that it wasn't my fault, you know, going through that transformation of my own, or those transformations, that's what gave me the clarity on understanding how the mental works. So I started diving into that, and getting myself aligned, and understanding how everybody else speaks, walks, and talks, and helping them to get themselves aligned.
Because everybody has a different language, and you have to tap into their language in order to help them. And that's what I love about you, is that you know how to tap into the language. You're very much like me. Like, you work with me as a coach. I'm different from just us out having our conversation, because you're telling me what your goals are. My job is to make sure that you reach those goals. So I have to be able to speak that language.
Right.
But you have to be clear first. And that's
yes, because I can tell you I want $1 million house, but if I have no clue what I'm doing to get there, then hey, what is the whole thing, you know? So I'm glad about this collaboration too, because, you know, our whole mission together is to make people's dreams come true, just like our dreams are coming through, and showing them, other women, other men, that, you know, in life, there's other people that's going through those struggles too. We definitely understand exactly where you're at. That gives us the opportunity to teach you how to jump over the obstacles that you might run into trying to get there. That's my whole purpose, is to clear that stuff out the way. Like, you know, get there. We already 40 and 50, and, you know, we ain't got time to be trying to learn how to ride a bike no more. No, boo. Get right in the car, and we're going to get to our destination. That's what I love about helping people to break themselves down, and then empowering them to build themselves back up. Because honey, when they come back stronger. What? Oh my gosh, what do you mean?
We're gonna have a whole field day on that conversation.
Girl,
woo, the breakthrough.
Come on, do you?
Many a breakthroughs right here. Okay? Right here. So so one thing I have been pushing and letting people know, that this is going to be an interactive webinar. One thing that I am seeing out there, and I'm not knocking it, but they're mostly classes. This is not going to be that. This is going to be an interactive. So bring your questions. We want to answer those questions that are going to be specific for you, because if you can't ask the question, how are you going to get the answer?
Come on now. And bring your emotion. Bring that question that has been nagging you for months that you've been trying to ask everybody else and nobody's answer resonates. Because the same question that you have, trust me, somebody else listening has that same question. And I love to dissect those questions because I can get from every aspect of that understanding. So then it's not only helps you, it helps me too, and then everybody else that's listening that has problems. So
that's right.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So I'll see you June 8th, 11 a.m.
Yes,
on
ma'am.
any Android or iPhone device, iPad, MacBook.
Get there.
Get there. I'm telling you, it's gonna be so phenomenal.
Yes, honey. So we are changing people one by one. Sign on in.
Sign on up for the change because you can't get to your destination without change. And that is a fact.
Yes, ma'am. I love it.
So I love you.
I love you too.
I'll see you June 8th going. I know you got a busy schedule today.
Yes, ma'am. Bye-bye.
So talk to you soon.
Okay.